let's talk about the West Coast Downwinder. Can you tell us about the distance of the paddle, where it starts from, where it goes to?
Okay, so the Fen West Coast Downwinder is I think it's about 24 kilometres, Frio to Sorrento. It's a coastal race, so it follows the shoreline. Probably at no point should anyone be more than sort of 250 to 300 metres offshore, so it's a pretty exciting race. Some guys take the option of sticking really close to shore, and some guys like to go out a little bit further and use the angle a little bit more. But yeah, it's a really good race because it starts off a little bit soft and then it gets stronger and stronger as the race goes on.
Why is Ocean Paddler and Fen keen to support this particular race?
Well, my roots are in WA, so getting behind an event like this that's well run, it's a good course. You know, I know the guys well that run it, and I wanted to see some of the other brands jump in with us and support this event as well, but unfortunately they didn't, and we're keen to keep supporting the event. It fits in with our whole week of, or 2 weeks of races around the Doctor, so yeah, it's a good opportunity for us.
Are we going to see you on the water?
Hope so. We'll see. I hope to get out on the water. Sometimes it's hard, but I'll definitely get on the water for that race. Whether I can get on the water for the Doctor or not is yet to be seen.
What about, how does a Perth downwinder compare to a Sydney downwinder, and I guess around the rest of the world as well in comparison? How do we rate, basically?
Yeah, okay, so the beauty of Perth is that we have a regular wind. So anywhere that has a trade wind or a regular sea breeze, you know, obviously they're destinations that are ideal for downwind paddling. Sydney can move between two prominent wind directions, but it still gets very, very good downwind. Obviously places like Hawaii that have trade winds that blow 300 days of the year are good. And there's numerous other places throughout the world that are really, really good as well. I know there's a lot of places in the Mediterranean that are very good for downwind paddling also. So, but Perth's up there, you know, and someone that obviously likes downwind paddling conveniently put Rottnest 26 kilometres off the coast and on exactly the right angle that we want to race, so it works out well for us, you know.
Yeah, great. So that, I guess that brings us to the Doctor,
Yep.
another event that you, well, the biggest event that you sponsor over here.
Yep.
How's it looking for this year?
Yeah, I think we'll find this Doctor this year will be quite big. Last year it was you know, bigger than the year before, and every year it's been bigger than the previous year. This year I expect it to be the biggest by a long way. I think we'll see significant growth, and I think that's mainly due to the date change and also the fact that the sport's growing and there's a lot more interest in that particular event because we have been very fortunate to get the right conditions, and you know, it is such a unique event, and you know, being able to go over to Rottnest and do all that sort of stuff and race home, and it's not too long, you know, it's not a Molokai that's 50 odd kilometres, it's half of that, so it's a good distance. You don't need an escort boat and stuff like that, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Okay. And this is for the bloopers. What are we going to do to the blokes that cut the corner and miss the centaur marker this year?
Was there a few of them last year?
Oh yeah, they actually coughed to it.
Yeah, you know, it's always going to be a hard one in an open ocean. You've got to rely on either someone protesting about it or guys stepping up and saying they missed it. But I think the whole course went a little bit too far to the left last year anyway, so I think it's something a lot of the front guys will be conscious of this year. And you know, everyone follows the front guys, so if the front guys are leading the good guys and the good guys are leading the mediocre guys and the mediocre guys are leading the slow guys, then hopefully we're all going in the right direction.
All right, cool. Yeah. And I did it in 2 hours and 4 last year. If I go under 2, does that make me a decent paddler?
Oh, I think so. Makes you a very decent paddler if it's flat.
guy did it in about 2 hours and 40 last year. What does that make him?
That's good. As long as you're getting across.
Somewhere I finished. Yeah,
as long as you're getting across, you're not using up our water safety. It's all good.
I did walk up the beach and say I'd never do it again. I'm coming back, so.
Every year's easier.
I hope so.
I remember the very first time I did Molokai, I said I'd never do it again.
Really?